So you're just going to part the hair, going straight back vertically. Down to the nape. And then you're going to start to plait the hair going back. Now what I'm going to do is take a piece of extension hair. Here is my extension piece. I'm going to take a section of hair. I'm going to lift a section of Nicole's own hair. Take the extension hair, slip it underneath, in between, and then I'm just going to twist it into her hair, taking 3 strands at a time. The tricky part is adding that hair in there, but once you slip it underneath her hair, then you just imagine that everything is her hair, and you keep on braiding down, and you go straight down vertically. Now if you look at the plaits that I've created, they're very flat, and they do not have a lot of bulk to them because they're inverted, which means the majority of the hair that's being braided is tucked inwards. So I'm moving back towards the nape and twisting these hairs, 3 strands intertwining with each other, going straight back. Now if you look at the plaits, they're taken on a curved formation from the middle part. So we started at the front, and then we curved and moved straight towards the back of Nicole's hair. As we get to the bottom, we are going to twist this hair together and twist it to the end so that it is secure. So we're almost done creating half of our foundation. We are going to do 2 more plaits going back on this side and then move over to the next side. Now with the plaits, they do not have to be a certain size. If you want to make them much smaller than this, you can make them much smaller, or if you want to make them larger, try not to make it too large because you don't want to have that bulk when you're creating your hairstyle. So medium to small works best when you're doing a full head of hair extensions. So I'm going to part off of that middle part on a curve going straight back, and part vertically going to the nape. After I have created my parting, again I'm going to take a slight bit of hair extension here and start to twist this hair going straight back.
Nicole, what do you like about wearing hair extensions?
I enjoy wearing full hair extensions so I get to give my hair a break from perms, dyes, rinse, curling iron every morning. Before I used to use the hair extensions, full hair extensions, I used to curl my hair every morning. I always suffered from splitting and breakage. Now with the hair extensions, I have no problem with curling my hair every morning. when I take a shower, wet it, let it dry on its own, because it's not my actual hair that I'm
curling and styling and blow drying and stuff like that. And that's a good point that you brought up, because when you're doing that stuff to your own hair every day, that can be detrimental to the health of your hair. But with the hair extensions, the good thing is that while you're styling and doing your trendy stuff, you know, blow drying, curling, coloring, or whatever like that, your own hair is growing underneath. So it's all growing at the same time. You don't have to worry about blow dryers drying out your own hair or the curling iron breaking your own hair, because with the hair extensions, all you do is curl the hair and you don't even curl your own hair.
Ashanti, another advantage with the full hair extensions.
Right.
I notice a lot of females, you see them with, they have pieces in their hair.
Right.
And you can see that the color doesn't match up and the texture doesn't match up.
Right.
With the full hair extensions, I can put in wavy hair. I
Right.
can put in bone straight hair.
So you can actually like change the whole texture of the hair at your leisure, like whenever you want.
Exactly.
Right. And that's another good benefit, because when you're doing a full hair extension, you're just working with one or two textures of hair that's being blended together, and you don't have to worry about integrating your own hair or altering your hair to integrate it with the hair extension hair. So that's also great. So, I mean, when you get up and go to work and everything like that, does it also save you on time?
Yes, it does.
And how does it, like how, in what ways?
Well, how I take care of my hair, I wrap it every night, and then in the morning I comb it out. So I still have that bump.
Like that bend, that curl to your hair?
Yes.
So when you sleep at night, you just kind of wrap everything around in a circle?
Yes, and I tie it with a head tie.
Oh, okay. So in the morning,
It's just to calm it down.
and you're set to go.
Exactly.
Oh, so that's a great benefit of wearing full hair extensions. So, as we're talking about some of the benefits of doing a full head of hair extensions, you can see that I have moved over to the other side of the head, and then I'm doing the same pattern. I'm curving this flat, and I'm working towards the nape of the neck. I'm twisting the 3 strands of hair together and lying this hair flat along the scalp. And this is to create the foundation for the next step in the hair extension process. Okay, now that we have completed the first step, which is plaiting the hair, the second step is going to be to secure this hair into place at the back so it won't twist out on you. So I am using my needle and thread and tucking the end of the hair upward into the center sections between the plates. This will also help for the hair extension to lie very flat. So that's the first one. And I'm going to move on to the second. I'm going to take another plait, turn it upward, and then secure it with the needle and thread. Now, when you are doing this, you have to be very careful not to pull the hair too tight, because you do not want your client to be uncomfortable pulling their hairline too tight. So you have to make sure you curve it up just enough, but not too tight where you cause too much tension along the hairline. So again, I'm securing this with the needle and thread with large stitches. I'm going to turn the edge of the plait gently going upwards. So I'm going to curve it and move upwards with the needle and thread. And I'm sewing through these plaits. Going upwards. Usually about 4 to 5 large stitches should be sufficient, but if your client has longer hair, then you need to sew it going up more. I'm going to turn this going up. And sew that going upward. So as you can see, I've taken the ends of the hair and turned them on a curve and directed them upward. You want to sew them in between the parts of the hair. For the next step in the hair extension process, what we are going to do is use a fine mesh. Now this mesh is a very thin mesh and it's very light and it's airy. We've cut it on a slight curve and we cut a straight piece about 3 inches going across and about 16 inches long. Now what we are going to do with this piece is put it along the front section of her hair and connect it at the back. So we are going to move this down around her hairline and then connect it directly at the back of her hair. And this will also help to keep the foundation secure so it will stay flat. So what I'm going to do is connect it at the back of the coat hair and sew this together. So I am going to use large stitches and stitch this match together at the back of Nicole's hair to keep it together.